What's up, y'all? My name is Devontae, and I sacrifice my time so you don't have to. At least from my perspective, from my vision, I haven't seen anything really been going on in the news that's been relevant today. You know what I mean? Like, everything that we've been hearing today, for the most part, the only thing we've been hearing today, for the most part, has been stuff that's been stemming off of last night during the press conference. Man, there's WWE, man, they're dominating wrestling headlines at the moment. And it's a shame, too, because, again, AEW, I'll say it like this, AEW, they've been in worse positions compared to where they're at right now. They're actually not too bad right now. It's just that WWE is on fire so hard right now that it's like, it's all what's dominating the news at the moment. I mean, goddamn, I can't think of anything relevant that AEW has been doing all year. And again, it's a shame because their product, I wouldn't necessarily say it's terrible right now. It's still not something that I would say that I'd probably be watching if it wasn't for the fact that I was reviewing the show. But at the same time, though, it's just one of those deals where it's like, I don't know, man. It's just wrong place, wrong time, right? I mean, think about it so far, as the news is considered within professional wrestling. Hell, even TNA is getting on in the news. Whether you're talking about the Vince McMahon scandal, whether you're talking about the Raw, Cody, Roman situation, the Rossy Ogawa situation, the injuries piling up, what else did I put on the fucking poll last night? TNA and fucking Scott D'Amore. All that stuff that's currently going on right now, and AEW just they can't sink their teeth into anything right about now, right? Damn shame too, man, because again, product from them currently at the moment, I wouldn't necessarily say it's bad. They still got a lot of work to do, but I wouldn't necessarily say it was bad. But how they're going to capitalize on all that stuff, all that press, all that goodwill that we seen last night at the WWE WrestleMania kickoff in Las Vegas that apparently didn't fill up the arena for real. That's not saying me. That's not according to me. I'm talking about ticket sales, by the way, not necessarily the people in attendance. That's not according to me, but again, wrestling dirt sheets. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Rather live without them. Alright, so let's see what we have on the top for tonight. The undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship #1 contenders match between DIY and Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Actually, can't wait to see that match. We have Bianca Belair versus Michin. Really couldn't care less about that match, but okay, whatever. Bianca's in the match at least. Nick Aldis is going to choose Logan Paul's next challenger. Alright, cool. Hopefully we might get Kevin Owens in a special gimmick match. Triple H will address the WrestleMania 40 presser, which I would assume is either going to be the opener or be the main event. We'll see how that's going to go. And we have Bayley addressing why she left Damage Control. So a lot of things up for grabs for tonight, and the things that aren't up for grabs for tonight are a bunch of things that are going to have a lot of focal points as far as, you know, news. I feel like this is going to be a very, very news-heavy show, but you got your little stereotypical in-ring stuff. I mean, I really can't wait to see the DIY versus Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate match. That sounds like a fucking NXT match straight out of 2018 probably. But it looks like a good show though, man. Come on, bro. Don't be raining on my parade. Don't be shitting on my head. Come on, man. All right, with that being said, I've been rambling on long enough. Let's get into the review. Let go. Come on, that way. Okay, so let's dissect this segment real quick while I have the opportunity. AJ Styles is coming out, and it's most likely that they're going to go on commercial break. So I got a little while to talk about this before they come back to the match, and I can give it my undivided attention, because this is going to be a dope-ass match between AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre. Now, it's not that this is going to be a bad match. Obviously, it's AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre, for God's sakes. I just look at this and I say to myself, which I'm happy that this is the case when it's all said and done. It's an Elimination Chamber qualifying match, right? We knew that was going to be the case going after Seth Rollins WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It's just multiple things that I feel about this. Was there a reason to bring Drew McIntyre over the SmackDown to have this match? Was there a reason? I keep... Okay, so is this a brand split or is this not a brand split? Or are we just going to go right back to the whole Super Show concept? Because that's what it seems like in the end of the day. God damn it, if it's a goddamn brand split, then stick to the brand split. No excuses as to why you should bring a superstar over in the end of the day. If it's a brand split, make it a brand split. Done. No more talking about this. I'm sick and tired. They do this shit every year. It just makes the draft so meaningless in the end of the day, bruh. We probably have a draft coming up right after WrestleMania. Why do all this, bruh? You could have easily had Drew McIntyre. There's 6 people from Raw and 6 people from SmackDown that are competing to get a qualifying match for the Chamber. Why are you doing this, bruh? Why? You have enough superstars, in my opinion, with enough name recognition where they can carry the show for Raw. They can carry the show. They've been doing it for months now, right? I hate that shit, bro. If it's a brand split, stick to it. And it's not like you don't have a lack of superstars or a lack of names to pull it off. It's so ridiculous. It just muddies the waters when it comes to the actual fucking draft. But coming to the beginning of the show. So Triple H comes out. And can I just say this real quick, too? Just nothing to do with the show. But... ironically enough, I didn't do this on purpose. I just said to myself, because I, do it from time to time, and I promise you guys in a couple of weeks, I'm going to get back to the retro pay-per-view reviews. Trust me, I'm going to get right back to it. Right after the Elimination Chamber, I'm going to get right back to doing the retro pay-per-view series. I want to review, one of the first reviews we're going to do, I'm going to put the poll out there after the first review. But one of the first shows that I do want to review is a WrestleMania show, just to kind of kick off the whole road to WrestleMania feel, at least for the channel. But I'm going to get to the polling directly after this the retro show. We'll get to that after Elimination Chamber, though. I watched Backlash 2000 because it's one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. And just watching Triple H and Rock in their prime, in their youth. Triple H with long, dark, blonde hair and a little fuzzy goatee. And then The Rock and his brilliance and the millions and millions of fans popping for him all. It was just... And then Stone Cold Steve Austin, who got involved in the match, who by that point he was already considered a fucking legend, right? It's crazy to look at the transformation, like when they're showing the opening package. And I shit you not, I just got finished watching Backlash, like probably a good hour before SmackDown came on the air. So I essentially watched Triple H and Rock a good hour because it was the main event before the show came on the air. And it's just it made me sad a little bit, because I'm looking at Triple H and Rock when they're young. And at the time I was probably like 8 or 9 years old when that match happened. That whole show happened in 2000. Just to kind of fast forward, and I see this, and it's just like, man, Triple H with no hair, and he has the goatee, and it's, excuse me, got the hiccups, and like, you see The Rock, and he's bald. I mean, he's still juiced up to the gills, but I don't know, that just really, it kind of bummed me out a little bit watching both of the guys get older, and then, you look yourself in the mirror, and it's like, damn, bruh, fuck, all of a sudden, I'm turning 32. 1 minute, I'm fucking 8, next minute, I'm 32, right? But no, wait, hang on, Randy Orton's here. Hang on. Okay, they were just showing Randy Orton and Sami Zayn coming into the building. That's really cool. I like that shit. They've been doing that a lot often. We don't have like the people coming into the building with the time of arrival. That's really, really fucking cool. But nevertheless, though, you had Triple H in the ring, right? And he's essentially just talking about how Rock is essentially not the boss around here. It's him who's the boss around here. He's the authority. He's the one that's going to make the decisions. It doesn't matter what The Rock thinks. And he essentially just went on to pretty much confirm that it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, right? Which is all fine and good. And he kicked it over to Nick Aldis to essentially announce that it's going to be an Elimination Chamber match for Seth Rollins' title. And then, Adam Pearce, he announced all the participants for the match, which, hang on, so I can be a little bit more consistent here. I can let you guys know who the participants of the match. Hang on for a second. Damn, I had to press pause there for a second just to get to all this. So the participants is going to be Randy Orton, Bronson Reed, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, AJ Styles, The Miz, Bobby Lashley, Ivar, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Dominic Mysterio, and LA Knight. Yeah. And I look at this and it's like, damn, it's like 8 people in this match that I feel should be in the match already. Like Randy, Kevin, Logan, AJ, Bobby, Drew, Sammy, and LA Knight. They should just be in the match off rip without even having to have qualifying matches. And, you know, there are 2 things I want to talk about. On one hand, I'm happy that they're building up to the road to WrestleMania, and it looks like it's going to be a crazy story that's going to go forward. It looks like a power struggle that's going to go on, right? But my thing is, you already made the match Roman and Cody, right? As much as I love Rock, as much as I love Triple H, like I said, memories, leave the memories alone. Am I right? Like, don't make it about Rock and Triple H, bruh. Like, if the match is Cody and Roman, if you want to, like, interject them, and, like, you know, corners, like Rock is rooting for Roman and Cody's rooting for Triple H, which is highly ironic. I'm cool with that, but keep it like that. Don't make the entire story about Triple H and The Rock. You know what I mean? Now, granted, that'll be a hell of a lot more entertaining because it's Triple H and The Rock at the end of the day. But at the same time, though, like, look, man, let the Jits have their, you know, I'm talking about the people in the audience, the fans, Generation Z, however you like to refer to them. Let the kids in their mid-20s, you know, maybe late 20s, younger and shit. Let them have their, you know, let them have their little shit. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we had our time. You know what I mean? Like, I can go back in the past and go relive my childhood like I just did earlier today when I want to watch Rock and Triple H. If you're really going to go down the path, if it's no longer Rock and Roman and it's all about Cody and Roman Reigns, then put the focus on them. Make an interesting story that's going to figure them to be the main focal point. Like, it seems like they're going to do a power struggle angle. And again, absolutely fine with that. Just don't emphasize too much on Rock and Triple H because, you know, like, then you kind of take the muster off of Cody and Roman a little tiny bit. You know what I mean? Like, in the end of the day, those 2 are main event in WrestleMania. Not Triple H and Rock, Roman and Cody. And again, just the participants in the Elimination Chamber match. The fact that we're having Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles, like, I think both guys should be in the chamber match in itself. You know what I mean? If it were up to me, I'd probably have, because you can leave in any other case, I wouldn't mind Logan Paul being in the chamber, but, like, you know, he's the United States champion. He has no reason to want to be in this match. I'd probably do Randy. I'd probably do AJ Styles in the match. I'd probably throw Kevin Owens inside there. I'll probably throw Bobby Lashley in there. I'll throw Drew McIntyre in there. And I'll throw LA Knight inside there. Let me see. Randy. Actually, no. Take Kevin Owens out because he could do something with Logan Paul. Replace it with someone like Sami Zayn, I guess. So Randy, right? Kevin Owens, that's 2. AJ, that's 3. Bobby, that's 4. Drew, that's 5. And Sammy, that's 6. And the end of the day, wait. Randy, AJ, Bobby, Drew, Sammy. Oh, and LA Knight. Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, whatever. But yeah, the other 6 people, Braun Strowman doesn't need to be in this match. Ivar he doesn't have a name. Dominic Mysterio, I wouldn't mind him being in the match, but not when it's this much star power inside it. Logan and Kevin are going to cancel each other out, and I like The Miz, but again, name value-wise, he ain't really up to par nowadays. It's just one of those situations where it's like, if you're going to do this, do it right. You know, don't introduce people in the little ticket that you feel, if they're not going to be in the Elimination Chamber, there's no reason to go out of your way to beat them if they're not going to be in the Elimination Chamber, right? No reason to put AJ Styles in there with Drew McIntyre when AJ Styles isn't going to beat Drew McIntyre. I'm just saying, just one of those little nitpicks. I mean, at the end of the day, it kind of seems like they're going to probably do Drew and Seth, but I don't know, man. I don't like the fact that they're going to show participants like this and, like, make actual names jobbers to the stars to allow them to go in the chamber, when in reality AJ Styles should probably have something more of a high caliber profile match going into WrestleMania, because he is AJ Styles at the end of the day, and to use him as feeder for a Drew McIntyre. And again, Drew should be in the Elimination Chamber, but also AJ. I don't know, but that's just, you know, little nitpicks at the end of the day. But it was a good kickoff to the show, just things that kind of irked me a little bit. But with that being said, they're coming back from commercial. I missed probably like the first 5 minutes of AJ and Drew, so let's get to that. Yeah, I'm not digging this booking at all. Because, like, you're putting people against each other that those participants who are having matches, they should be in the chamber in itself. Like, bruh, it's the road to WrestleMania. Like, we don't need to see a fucking Ivar in that match. We don't need to see, and again, I like Dominic Mysterio. We don't need to see a Dominic Mysterio in this match. We don't need to see a Miz in this match. We don't need to see a Bronson Reed in this match. In the end of the day, bruh, Logan Paul and Kevin Owens, they cancel each other out, bruh. There's like, we're having a qualifying match with Sami Zayn and Randy Orton. Both people should be in the match in itself. You know what I mean? Like, now they're going to cancel each other out? Like, or not cancel each other out, but now one person is not even going to be in the match? That's stupid, bruh. Drew should be in the match, obviously. So should AJ. Randy Orton and Sami Zayn, they're going to have a match. Both of those guys should be in the chamber. I don't like that booking at all, bruh. Especially from what it looks like, and I could be wrong, but it kind of looks like Sammy's going to be the one beating Randy Orton tonight. I could be wrong about that. You never know. Maybe this might be another path for Sami Zayn to have to go down as far as, but his whole story is trying to get his hands on the World Championship, right? They literally just had that promo of him doing the interview last Monday, and now he's cutting this kind of promo right here. It's just, you just had Randy Orton, who potentially should have been the one to go one-on-one with Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble, who probably won't even be in the chamber. Does that make any sense to anybody? Now, I understand at the end of the day, don't get it twisted, it's going to be a good match, right? Nonetheless, we know it's going to be a banging-ass match. That Elimination Chamber has quite the potential to be one of the best chamber matches of all time. But like, these guys should have been in the match. I disagree with that, man. And obviously, you had the match with Drew and AJ, and who do you think won the match? Of course, obviously, Drew won the match, because that's the story that they're telling currently at the moment. Now, granted, I will say they gave AJ an out with LA Knight, who kind of acted a little bit heelish, in my opinion. I know that was kind of unintended, but like, him sitting out there pouring water on AJ Styles, distracting AJ, I mean, straight up costing AJ the match against Drew McIntyre. They kind of made him look like a heel a little tiny bit. And it's like, I don't know what path they're going down right now in regards of who's going to face Logan Paul at WrestleMania, if they're still continuing this path with LA Knight and AJ Styles. And more importantly, again, when you do stuff like that, I don't really understand where you're coming from as far as how you're booking LA Knight. Again, the unintended consequences, I understand, but you do realize you just kind of booked them to look like a fucking heel, right? Yeah, I'm not. We'll wait and see how this is going to go tonight. Again, it's not to say that the show is bad so far. It's good. I like the action. I like the promo in the beginning. I like all this stuff. It's just I'm questioning the booking. I'm absolutely questioning the booking of all this that's going down so far. But with that being said, I guess let's continue on with the show, man. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how everything plays out by the end of tonight. Alright, so the tag team match between Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate going up against DIY is about to come up, and I actually do want to watch that match. So we got time. The entrance has just started right now. DIY didn't even come out yet. We got commercial breaks. It's still like, what, 9:12, 9:13 right now at the moment. They're probably going to get a shit ton of time before the main event actually kicks off between Sami Zayn and Randy Orton, which I presume is going to be the main event. I'm not sure if they're going to do anything with Logan Paul as far as his announcement in regards to what's his next opponent going to be. Like, was it just the chamber in itself? Probably. I don't know. But what I do want to talk about is a couple of segments that just happened right now at the moment. So let's just go straight to the beginning, where Bianca Belair had a match to qualify for the Elimination Chamber against Michin. I'll let you guys try to figure out who the fuck won that match. I mean, let's see. Carry to 2, carry to 3. Of course, Michin won the match. Yeah, Michin won the match. Totally. She absolutely won that match. And you went out with your crush. Yeah, no, neither one of those things actually happened. But we did have a little bit of a segment backstage with Paul Heyman, Triple H, Braun Breaker. So you had Triple H pretty much talking to Braun Breaker backstage. They're still trying to push him a little tiny bit. Give him some appearances, if you will, on the show, which is good. Keep him out there. You know, you don't have to give. It's kind of similar to Jay Cargill. If you don't want to give him a match right away, that's perfectly fine. As long as he's getting television time, that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? So you did have this little thing with Braun Breaker talking to Triple H. He walked away because Paul Heyman came into the picture. And Triple H automatically knew that Paul Heyman was on some bullshit. He didn't give him the time of day. He asked him, what do you want? And Paul Heyman, you know, he kind of did his little spiel as far as like what happened at the press conference last night. And it pretty much capped off with him saying, next week Roman Reigns is going to be here. And he's not going to be here alone. He's going to be here with The Rock. And Triple H said you can count on it as if he's going to be there too. So next week's SmackDown is going to be a dope ass show as far as the main event is considered. I'm perfectly fine with that in the end of the day. But we had this promo with Bayley coming out, and her and Damage Control, just a complete 180 from where this was a couple of months ago. I mean, people were shitting on Damage Control. Again, I don't know if I may mention this, but I was one of those people that shitted on Damage Control. I thought they were a shitty stable. A complete 180. Now, granted, this has more to do with the fact that Bayley and her story is pretty much carrying all this, but it's not to say none of the girls are doing their part. Also, this is really, really interesting, and it's kind of obvious what they're setting up here, but at the same time, it's like not too obvious. Now, you had Bayley come out, and she pretty much was just talking about why she left Damage Control. You know, the obvious things that we were seeing the entire time, that the girls talking shit behind her back, and them not believing in her, and all this stuff. And guess who came out? Dakota Kai, knee brace and all. Bayley was like, where were you last week? Which they gave a credible answer. You know, Dakota Kai essentially said that she's close to coming back to wrestle, and she had to consult her doctor about her knee, right? And Bayley was like, okay, that still doesn't mean anything because you were along with those girls talking shit behind my back, doing this, doing that. And Dakota Kai was trying to plead her case, essentially saying like, hey, I was with you the entire time, okay? Your plan was working. You know, Io is the world champion. You know, she's the women's world champion. Asuka and Kairi, they're the tag team champions. You won the Royal Rumble. Your plan was actually working. You know, I knew nothing about what the hell they were doing. And Bayley was... she's not a dumb baby face. She was like, cut the crap. I don't believe you. You were with them. You were giggling with them. All that shit happened. You were with them. And Dakota Kai was like, no, I was not. In fact, I missed it when it was just the three of us. Me, you, and Io. You know, I had no, you know, I should have known maybe Kairi had problems with you when, you know, you pretty much beat the shit out of her a couple of years ago and kicked her out of, you know, the WWE essentially. I just had no clue that you were, they were, essentially she was just saying like, she had no clue that Asuka and Kairi were going to get into Io's ear and, you know, just build her up to make her feel like shit. Right? And Asuka and Bayley was essentially like, okay, so, well, here we are now. Whose side are you on? Like, is it my side? Is it Io, Asuka, and Kairi? And before she could answer her question, the rest of Damage Control came out, right? Oh, actually, hang on for a second. All right, never mind. That was just the Pride essentially cutting a promo talking about what happened last week with them in the Final Testament. But a little bit of news. Bobby Lashley is going to be on Raw. I guess the Elimination Chamber qualifying match there is going to be him versus Bronson Reed. So that should be whatever, I guess, in the end of the day. But going back to what I was saying about Damage Control, they come out, they kind of do the whole little shield gimmick when they surround the ring. You had Asuka on one side, Io on the other side, you know, Kairi on the other side of the ring. I guess Io's in the middle, so there you go with that. And you can see in the background, Dakota Kai grabs a chair and she comes in the ring. And the way the camera was looking, it's like, oh, she's going to hit Bayley. But again, Bayley, common sense. She turned around. I know, little small, minute details like that it makes her sound like a fucking Einstein in regards to babyface characters, right? But that's what she did. She turned around. She caught Dakota Kai. And Dakota Kai, instead of turning on Bayley, she started to go after Damage Control. But notice, she didn't hit any of the members of Damage Control. And her and Bayley had a little bit of a standoff. She threw the chair down on the ground. You know, that you had the crowd going, hug it out, hug it out, hug it out. They didn't do that. They just had a little bit of a standoff. And it's pretty obvious where they're going with this. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to probably be a tag team title match with Dakota Kai and Bayley versus Damage Control. Maybe that's what I'm assuming. Asuka and Io versus Dakota and Bayley at the Elimination Chamber for the tag team championship belts. I presume that's where it's going to go. And I'm assuming Dakota Kai is going to screw over Bayley in the match. It's pretty obvious where this is going at the end of the day, if that's the path that they're going to go down. But I'm also okay with them doing, I mean, I don't think they have time to build it up, but if they were to have a tag team title match, say, you know, next Friday, for an example, or something, they probably don't have time, because when's the Chamber? It's the 9th right now, right? So, damn, we got 2 weeks. No, they could probably do it if they really, really want to. I mean, maybe, I was going to say maybe they can do Dakota Kai versus, Dakota Kai and Bayley for the tag team championships next week, because Dakota Kai should be pretty good. I think that was just them kayfabing as far as her knee is considered. I definitely would do Dakota Kai and Bayley versus Asuka and Kairi. It could be non-title, I guess. I'd probably put the titles on the line, but you don't have to put the belts on the line, right? I'd probably do that match next week, have Dakota Kai screw over Bayley, and then, you could do the match with Bayley and Dakota Kai at the Elimination Chamber. But if they want to build this up a little bit and they really want to do Dakota versus Bayley, or Dakota and Bayley versus Io, or damn, can you get my names mixed up? If they want to do Bayley and Dakota versus Asuka and Kairi, I'm fine with that too at the Elimination Chamber. But get just more good shit from Bayley, more good shit with this story right here. I guess this was Bayley pretty much trying to make up for the fact that they didn't have her at the press conference, which is bullshit, because she's the Royal Rumble winner. Nothing against Bianca Belair or anything like that. But I do kind of find it to be bullshit and I understand, at the end of the day, their whole thing is like, oh, Bianca, she's the bigger star. At the end of the day, Bianca, she's the image, she's the face of the women's division, or that's what they're trying to tell us at the end of the day. She's the future face of the women's division. I get that, but you had Rhea and you had Becky when you haven't even confirmed the fact that Becky is even going to fight Rhea. I mean, it's pretty obvious that that's probably going to be the case, but Becky is still in the Elimination Chamber. There's no guarantee that she's going to fight Rhea at WrestleMania. I mean, we know that's going to be the case, but I'm just saying, it's not guaranteed yet. Bayley won the Royal Rumble. And again, if you want to do Becky and Rhea there, okay, fine. They're the biggest names in the company as far as the women are considered, right? But Bianca Belair, I don't get why she had to be there if she just cut a self promo. I can understand maybe if you had Jade Cargill do something with Bianca, but the fact that you just had Bianca pretty much just do a self promo, and Bayley, your women's Royal Rumble winner, wasn't out there, that was kind of fucked up in my opinion. So I can only think that, I'm pretty sure if I feel this way, I'm pretty sure other fans feel this way, I'm pretty sure Bayley most likely feels the same way also. Another fucking shot to her for no fucking reason, in my opinion. And people can be like, oh, Devontae, you're just a Bayley fanboy. Damn right I am. Proud of it, by the way. But, wow, that's so fucking unnecessary. Really, dude? Really? No, go ahead. Rev your car up. Hope it explodes, you fucking motherfucker. But yeah, no, just more good shit from Bayley and Damage Control in the end of the day, man. I hope, whatever story they're, because low-key, even with Rhea doing all this with Becky Lynch, even with Rhea and Nia Jax, low-key, this is one of the best stories in WWE so far. You can say whatever you want. It's true. It's true. You don't have to like Bayley to look at what happened tonight, to look at what happened last week, to look at the Bayley arc right now, and not say to yourself that this isn't one of the better stories in WWE currently at the moment. And it's damn sure the best women's story, bar none. It's not even fucking close. So I look forward to see what Bayley's going to do next. I look forward to see what's going to happen with Dakota Kai, and I look forward to see what's going to happen overall with Damage Control and Io Sky. But with that being said, we have the tag team match coming up right now after this commercial break. They already had their first 2 or 3 minutes before the first commercial break, so let's get to that. And I literally said that as the match is coming on right now. Fucking awesome timing. Let's get back to it. Again, what is the point of the brand split? What is the point of the brand split? Why did Dominic Mysterio have to be on the show tonight? You could have easily had him cut that promo on Raw saying that he was going to face Kevin Owens. You could have easily had Kevin Owens tonight stand by himself and cut a self promo, and he could have just been like, hey, I got a match against Dominic Mysterio. Maybe Logan Paul could have cut a promo, and then Kevin could have interrupted it. And he could be, I want to put you on the back burner for a little bit because I got to worry about Dominic Mysterio. Damn it, it's already bad enough that they're going to have a match next week on Smackdown. Because again, you can't just stay true to the fucking brand split. Already bad enough that that's going to occur. Don't just, okay, oh man, I feel like I'm yelling into a void right now. Oh my god, I really don't, what's the fucking point of the draft? I really don't see the point of the draft. Like, what's the point of Raw superstars and Smackdown superstars when they're just gonna show up on each other's show all willy-nilly any fucking ways? God damn it, bruh. And then you had R-Truth coming out, interrupting this promo, and you have the audience in the background going, we want truth, which I find kind of conspicuous because as soon as they cut from the segment, the audience just got super quiet all of a sudden, right? Like super duper fucking silent. I'm not saying that they're, kind of pumping in a little bit of the crowd noise in there, but I don't know, I found it kind of weird that the crowd just went completely silent. I mean, maybe it was just a coincidence, right? Maybe it was just a coincidence, am I right? But we do have Randy Orton and Sami Zayn coming up next. Let's talk about this tag team match real quick, though. AEW, I want you to take some notes. guys who went in there had the kind of match that they would usually have in the AEW with consequences, doing all they can to win the tag team championship belts, and it went no longer than about 10 to 12 minutes with commercial breaks. We got our fix. No going in there having crazy fucking 3 kick out finishers. Oh, he's gonna kick out of a finish. He's gonna kick out of. He's gonna kick out of. He's gonna get out. Tell me why these guys have consequences. Tell me why they can go 12 minutes, have the exact same match that you guys will usually have on your show, and I feel like everything that I wanted was accomplished in this. Now I'm going to remember this match a little bit more. You know why? Because they fit a bunch of shit into a tight space without going completely overboard, giving me what I want as far as the match, but there were consequences, so I had to pay attention to the action and the ring, and these guys killed it. I'm not going to go over every spot because I don't really feel the need to have to go over every spot. Go check it out for yourself if you want to. I did like the little tornado DDT spot that they completely missed, but that was more so because everybody was doing so much crazy shit. I like the little bicycle Sheamus bro kick into the fucking Poison Rana from DIY. That was awesome in the end of the day. These guys went out there and they beat the shit out of each other. That was an awesome ass AEW-esque type of, well, I would even say that. More so like a mid 2010s NXT matches would have more so felt like, which I guess essentially is AEW, right? But I can't recall the AEW match because AEW match that would include, DDTs on barricades for no fucking reason, or that would include, maybe a power driver on some thumbtacks for no fucking reason. Oh, this is not the AEW show. I'm not here to shit on AEW consistently. I'm just saying, take notes in regards to this in particular booking. Ain't the greatest booking tonight in regards to what they're implementing throughout the show. Kind of nonsensical if you ask me. But it ain't taking away from how good of a show this is tonight. It's already 9:35, bro. This show went by so motherfucking fast. Hang on, I see Nick Aldis and what's his name? Adam Pearce. Damn, they're stacking up this show next week, huh? So Logan Paul is going to have his first ever televised match next week on Smackdown. Okay, so we got the match. He's going to go against The Miz. Now, I will say a little bit overblown, a little tiny bit, with them. It's The Miz in the end of the day. I like The Miz, but come on, why is Logan Paul? I mean, out of every competitor in this match, like, I would probably be a little bit more scared if it was like Ivar or something, because at the very least, it could be like, oh, he's a big guy, right? I mean, it's the fucking Miz. If there was anybody that you would want to pick in this match, I mean, either be The Miz or Dominic Mysterio, right? Oh, but look at this, though. The Miz and Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Dominic Mysterio. That's, okay, pretty unique. Or Tiffany Stratton versus Shotzi Blackheart next week. Zelina Vega versus Naomi next week in the qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber. These are going to be some star-studded ass chamber matches. I'm assuming, obviously, Tiffany and Naomi are going to go over. So we're going to have probably Tiffany, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch. I presume Liv Morgan is going to be in that match. And we have one more person who's going to qualify for the Elimination Chamber, right? Wait, what's going on? Who's coming out? I see the... Oh, Sami Zayn. All right. So they're getting ready to set for Sami Zayn and Randy Orton right now. But yeah, stacked show for next week. Damn, we got Logan Paul, who's going to show up to have his first televised match next week. Dominic Mysterio, who's coming over for Raw, which is retarded again, against Kevin Owens. And we got Rock. We got Roman Reigns. We got most likely Triple H, who's going to be there. I presume Cody Rhodes is going to be there, but I'm not really sure. This is stacked. This is a stacked ass fucking card coming up next week. I actually can't wait. And you know what? It didn't really do much to take away from what's happening tonight. I'm very satisfied with what happened tonight, and I'm gonna be Allahu Akbar. I'm gonna be satisfied with what's gonna happen next week. So with that being said, we got Sami Zayn and we got Randy Orton. So let's get to that match and skedaddle out of here now, shall we? I think we shall. Again, that was a solid match. I had no problem with Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton. That was a damn good, solid, old school type of match. I loved everything about it. I love the finish with Sami Zayn doing a little bounce over him into the RKO. That was awesome. I loved everything about the match. It was a solid match. What I don't like, and again, take away the nonsensical brands, the jumping from Raw to SmackDown stupid shit. I hate that. Again, I bitched about that the entire review. Like, I don't understand. Look, ignore the fact that I want all the participants to be in the match. Why? My God, I don't understand. You have so many people in there who could have actually jobbed out, man. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it in the end of the day. Why isn't Sami Zayn in this match? I mean, it's not as if I'm here to say that I'm Sami Zayn's biggest cheerleader, but may I remind you guys that this time last year, he was fighting Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Championship? May I remind you that he had this whole little story arc going on in regards to Raw, as far as saying that he was going to go after the WWE Championship? And maybe there might be another way to get there, but this booking is just retarded. This was just retarded as far as the participants in this match playing out the way they played out, man. All 4 participants who did their thing tonight, all 4 of them should have been in the chamber match. Like, and I know people are going to probably be like, well, Devontae, don't you understand? Sami's going to probably go against Gunther. It doesn't look like that. It looks like Braun Breaker's probably most likely going to take on Gunther. That's what it looks like to me for the Intercontinental Championship coming up at WrestleMania. You know, like, it might even potentially be Big E from what it looks like. I don't see a path for Sami Zayn right there. And people are going to be like, well, why are you worried about Sami Zayn? Because that's the story that they were telling on Raw. Am I missing something here? It's like the Seth Rollins thing earlier today, where I had a bunch of people who were saying things like, okay, yes, folks, I get it. Seth Rollins is a goofy motherfucker. I know some of you don't like Seth Rollins. It's not about Seth Rollins. It's not even about Sami Zayn, okay? You guys are not looking at the bigger picture of what I'm talking about. You guys missed the point. Some of you missed the point in the earlier video regarding Seth Rollins, when you kept talking about Seth. I don't give a shit about Seth Rollins, but he is the world champion. I don't give a fuck what you do with Seth Rollins, but he is the world champion. The world champion. Do you understand what I'm saying? The world champion. Not the Intercontinental champion, not the United States champion, the world championship. That's what I care about. The belt. I don't give a shit about Seth Rollins. I don't give a shit about Sami Zayn. I give a shit about the bigger picture. The world championship was buried in the end of the day. That's what I care about, because of the consequences of what can happen with the next superstar who gets the belt. All you guys kept talking about Seth Rollins this morning. You fucking missed the point of the entire video if you were saying that shit. And to Sami Zayn, again, the bigger picture. If this was going to be the case in regards to Sami Zayn, 2 things shouldn't have happened. Either A, you shouldn't have fucking booked Sami Zayn in regards to telling the story about him going into the World Championship picture, because now he's out. Completely. He is out of the entire thing. As a matter of fact, who was the guy? I'm going to text you. I'm going to send you a comment in real time. Who are you? I'm going to look for you. Hang on. I'm going to actually go out of my way to look for your comment. Who are you? I'm going to call you out too. I'm going to call you out in real time. Hang on. Looking for your comment in real time. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Hang on. Where are you? I'm going to find your ass. I'm looking at my community posts right now. Hang on. I'm going to find you, you motherfucker. Because you said some shit. And I seen your comment. I seen your motherfucking comment. Hang on. Wait, where was it? Actually, let me type it in like this. I'm going to do this shit in real time. I'm going to get your little ass. I'm going to get your ass. Search Sami Zayn. Apply. JB Legit. That was you that said that, right? On the Barry and Seth Rollins for no reason video. JB Legit. And I quote, Sami Zayn is winning the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Y'all can come back to this comment when it happens. Well, sir, I'm coming back to your comment in real time. And I'm just going to say this in real time in your comments. No. Just going to do that in real time. Yeah, we're going to do that in real time. No, Sami Zayn isn't going to WrestleMania. You know why Sami Zayn isn't going to WrestleMania? Because WWE buries Sami Zayn. That's what just fucking happened right now. You're burying superstars left and right by setting them up in stupid fucking ways for stupid fucking reasons when you don't have to go there. You don't have to go there. You did it with Seth Rollins, and now you're doing it to Sami Zayn. The booking tonight was all... Look, the show tonight was great, but in terms of the actual decisions as far as what they're making in regards to like putting people in positions, it's fucking idiotic. There's no way you can look at how they booked tonight's show in regards to who they put in the match or whatever the case. This shit was retarded. Like, essentially, you just kind of bury Sami Zayn inadvertently, right? Right? Because like, what happens now? What happens now? Any path for Sami Zayn going into the if he happens to somehow get a match with Seth Rollins, you're forcing him into that spot. At the end of the day, right? That you're forcing. That's a fucking force. And if for the Intercontinental Championship, you could go the path of Gunther, but you built the story about Sami Zayn going after the World Championship. Again, you could have just put all 4 participants in the match. You could have just done that. You could have just done that. Logan and Kevin don't need it. The Miz has no reason being in this match whatsoever. What, Bronson Reed, Ivar? You could have totally took both of those guys out of the match. It just, fuck. I want to see how you guys are going to fucking defend this, because you know you got some people out there. Got to get the bootlickers out there. Oh, Devontae, you don't understand how just wait, Devontae. WWE, they're going to deliver in this. God damn, you fucking bootlickers, bruh. Same people who were saying, oh, Devontae, you got worked. You guys, you got worked. You got worked at the press conference, not knowing that WWE absolutely fucking changed on the whim because of the fucking negative backlash. No, Devontae, you got worked. You got fucking Christ. You people are delusional and you're a fucking lost cause. But overall, good show tonight. It went by super duper fast. I loved everything about the show, but I am absolutely going to call out the bullshit booking that happened throughout the night in regards to the chamber match. That shit is ass. Everything about that was ass, and everything in regards to the brand split just pretty much being null and void at this point is absolute ass. But that's not going to take away from the road to WrestleMania. I'm absolutely enjoying the program. And with that being said, let me hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, my name is Devontae, and I'll be catching you guys later. Also, hang on, pause for a second. The Elimination Chamber is going to be at 4:30 in the fucking morning on a Saturday. Just everything about this show in regards to, like, nothing to do with the actual activity on the show. Just everything building up to this is just patooey. Everything on this patooey. I'm just going to let you guys know right now. I'm pretty sure that's going to probably be most likely a pre-taste Smackdown because they're going to be in Australia. Just going to warn you guys right now. In 2 weeks, I'm probably going to skip that Smackdown, so I can get some fucking sleep to prepare for the Chamber review at 4:30 in the fucking morning when I'm getting off of work at 11 at night. Regardless, so I might catch a Smackdown anyways. I switched with somebody that week. So I'm getting off 11 o'clock in the fucking night, or 11 o'clock at night. I gotta go back to work 9 o'clock in the morning, and I have to review fucking Elimination Chamber at 4:30 in the morning. I fucking love you, WWE. I fucking love all you. I love everything about your show, your programming. I love everything about Elimination Chamber. Deuces, P.I.s. Gonna go skibbity myself in Minecraft. Be right back. Maybe. I don't know.